We'll go with her question, Coach.
See?
Famous.
I thought we started the game the right way. I thought we started with energy and had good ball movement and did some good things. Uh, I mean, you know, we were scoring, doing everything that we had to. As I said when we left the locker room, the two things that we can't do is we can't turn the ball over, and we got to rebound it. And those are the two areas that we struggle the most in. If you go back and look at the stat sheet, excuse me, if you go back and look at the stat sheet, I think they had 45 of their 108 or whatever they had on either our turnovers or a second chance points. So I'm sorry, a second chance points. And if you give up, 45 out of the 108 or whatever, then that's just way too many opportunities that really falls on our shoulders. The turnovers, I didn't really feel like they were really forced turnovers. There were more turnovers that we caused ourselves, really, with either a bad pass or just simple things that we could have done that would have preserved the possession. So those two things got us in a bunch of trouble. At the end of the day, you look at the stat sheet, they shot 43%, even with the second chance points or anything. So our defense has been really good. I think it was offensively, if you look at it, I didn't feel like we played very good at all. Now, Langston made some shots, but as far as the flow of our offense and what we're doing, I didn't feel like we had any kind of flow and any kind of rhythm at all. And we hadn't done that. We hadn't had any rhythm for a while. And, we have to get better immediately in that category of being able to have some kind of flow and rhythm to our offense. And we didn't do it tonight.
Coach, they've been beating a lot of teams here lately on the three-point shot. What is the challenge, as you saw tonight, in holding Boston down off of that three-point line?
Well, they do a really good job. I mean, first of all, they're a really well-coached team, and everybody in the league knows that. And I think what they do, they're a very unselfish team. They do a really good job of driving and kicking the ball and keeping you in rotation. Isaiah is always a threat. He's playing as well as anybody in the league, I think. When you look at what he's done and the way his team has won games, they were right saying MVP. I mean, he's played at that level, really. As far as scoring the basketball, being unselfish, making the right play, and when they break you down, they do a really good job of keeping their spacing and they got some good shooters. Crowder shoots the ball well. Thought Marcus Smart shot the ball exceptionally well tonight. They've averaged 17 threes a game for the last 4 games, so they're very capable.
Coach, when you say that your team hasn't been efficient offensively and not smooth as it was again tonight, do you find yourself scratching your head because you know why they haven't, or perhaps because you don't know why they've been playing this way this week?
I don't know, because we had a pretty good rhythm a week or so ago, and I thought we were doing a good job, and our spacing were good and everything, and then just the last three games or so, we have not had the rhythm that we need to win basketball games. We've had moments, but we hadn't had that flow and the rhythm and the ball movement and the changing sides with the ball that we really need to establish who we are offensively. And we just gotta dig down, and we gotta get that done. We don't have time to play at the level that we're playing. As I said, for us, everything is a crisis situation. We gotta be able to play and correct the errors and get them done right away.
Marty Eunice made his debut tonight. How do you evaluate what you saw from him on the court?
I thought he did some good things. Obviously he's got a pretty good touch around the basket. You see that he's got range with the three-point shot. I didn't think he really forced anything, and for a guy that hadn't played in the last 8 months or so, I thought he was pretty good. I think he's got a whole nother level that he can get to, obviously, when he gets his basketball legs under him and some of the things that he can do. I think he's a very smart player from that standpoint of just basketball awareness and things like that. So I think he'll be able to help us in that area too.
Did he end up playing more minutes than you thought he would,
Yeah,
given the energy?
he did. I left him out there a little longer than I wanted it to be, kind of a 15-minute thing, and I looked at the stat sheet and realized that he had been in there much longer, so I took him back out. But I thought he did a pretty good job, even with the extra 5 minutes that he played. but obviously we've got a long way to go before we can get him in great basketball shape.
For as long as he's been out, I mean, do you feel like part of the reason why he played well tonight is he just knows how to play? He's a smart.
Yeah, no, I
good
think that
passer,
had a lot
good
to do
skills.
with it.
Yeah.
I think just the basketball knowledge and the angles and just the feel for the game that he has. I thought that helped him as much as anything. But like I said, I think once he gets in basketball shape, there's a whole nother level I think he can get to.